Hi, good evening, and welcome to yet another Wednesday night. I'm still a little bit croaky this week, so I will keep my wittering to the absolute minimum, which will please everybody, no doubt. Uh, just a quick, as usual, wave to everybody from our wonderful gallery. So give us a wave, everybody. Yay! Okie doke. So let's have a look at the running order. Robina. Hi there, Robin. Hey, lovely stuff. Thank you, Robina. Fabulous. Right. Okay. Well, the flights to Iceland seem to have got delayed. I think there's boarding issues, and Gunnar is having tech issues. So he's asked us to bump him down the running order a little bit. So on to our next contestant. Welcome, Mike Shaw. Hi there, Mike.
Hello, hi everybody, magic fans and magicians. Thank you for hosting this, Kevin and Stuart. I would like to ask quickly if I might be able to do a screen share in a moment or two. Do I have permission to do that? If I need to do a screen share? Let's see. Yeah, it's disabled
so.
for. Yeah, it's disabled for me. So if you could give me permission, I'm not going to do it right away, but in a minute or so, if that would be okay, it would be helpful.
Yeah, Kev needs to do that as he's the host. So unfortunately, as I'm a co-host, I can't.
Okay. Oh, so Kevin can do that?
Yeah, Kev.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm just trying to, because you're spotlit, it's not letting me have, I'm going to have to, unfortunately.
I'll remove Spotlight and put you back on then.
Okay,
Yeah.
super.
Mhm. Oh, what great fun. Bear with me while we just find...
Sure, I can start while you're working on that. And then if I can, I can. If I can't, I'll manage. So for this effect, I would like to, it's best to do it with a couple, two people in the same room. And if it's okay, I would like to use Des and Cherry as volunteers. Would that be possible?
Yep, that's fine.
It's okay with us.
Okay, great. So what I'd like to do is ask, we'll start with you, Des. If you wouldn't mind thinking of a number from 1 to 10, and that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got it? Just
Got
don't say it. Okay. And Cherry, I would also like you to think of a number from 1 to 10, but before you do, I don't want it to be the same number as Des has chosen. So Des, just a quick question for you. Is your number even or odd?
Even.
Okay, so Cherry, if you wouldn't mind, pick an odd number, that would be helpful.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
And that's a number between, well, from 1 to 10, correct?
Yes. Yep, correct.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a list here. I normally carry around this magazine sheet, and it's a top 10 list. And what that means is it's got the top 10 celebrities in different categories. For example, we have best looking men, best looking women, and then on the other side, we've got richest women, most talented women, most loved men, etc. So we have 10 top 10 lists. Now, the question is, I would like, it's 100 different celebrity names on here. So what I would like you to do, Cherry, I would like you to pick the list. Don't say the number that you were thinking of, that odd number, don't say it. So you pick the list from these. And Des, what I'd like you to do is on that list, using your even number, you pick one of the names. So for example, if Cherry picks list number 7, then you pick the even numbered name on that list. Okay, now because I'm holding this sheet here, that's why I'd like to screen share. I have a screenshot here. Let's see if I can do it. I can, and I'm going to show you this list right now. So hopefully everybody can see the list. And maybe what you'd like to do, Des and Cherry, is mute microphones or whisper. And I don't really want to know the name of the celebrity or even the list that you've chosen. So that's between the two of you. Together, look at the list. Cherry, pick your odd numbered list. Des, pick your even numbered name. And I'm holding here the mystery prediction. Now, can you see it? I know it's a little tough to read. If you'd like, I could actually make the list bigger. So give me a thumbs
Okay,
up.
we've got it.
Yep,
You've
we're
got
okay.
you've
Yeah.
got the name
Yeah.
of a celebrity. Now, if you look at this, you'll see that that celebrity name does not appear anywhere else on this list, on this 100 names, in the same number location, and the list above it and the list below it are different. So this is the mystery celebrity prediction right here. Now I'm going to stop screen sharing because you have the name in mind, correct?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And I'm going to ask you to think of this name projected on the movie screen. So for example, you're in the movie theater and the name appears on the screen, how you see it in the credits. Just imagine the name of this mystery celebrity appearing on the screen right now. Can you picture that name in capital letters?
Yeah.
You can. Okay. Just a quick question. What color are the letters on the screen? It's going to help me determine something about this name. You can tell me the color on the screen. What color would that be?
Blue.
Blue. Oh, that's very helpful because now I'm thinking it's probably the name of a male actor. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
I am. Okay. Now let me think a minute. Project that name. And both of you thinking at the same time, all the way from UK to the United States to Richmond, Virginia. I'm getting an impression. I think it's I'm looking at the first name. It's two names of this male actor. It's a short name. It's a rather short name. Is that correct?
Yep.
3 or 4 letters. I'm getting 4 letters. Would it be?
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's
Yep.
a 4-letter first name. Let me think. This first name, is the last name also a short name as well, or 4 letters or so, or longer than that? Maybe 5 or 6.
Yes.
A little longer.
Yeah.
What the reason I'm asking is I'm getting an impression that first name has double letters in it, like 2 letters the same right next to each other in the first name. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been holding this mystery prediction, and of all these celebrities on the list, male and female, I'm kind of getting an impression of one particular actor. Now, this actor, he's been in quite a few movies, and I want to say that one of those movies could be Bourne Identity or something. Would the actor by any chance be Matt Damon?
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
It would be, and that is my celebrity prediction, Matt Damon. Thank you, thank you. So I hope you all enjoyed this effect. I will share one thing. This is the trick by Craig Petty, and I adapted it for Zoom basically, which is a little bit tricky because you need to do the on-screen thing, and I know it was a little hard to read. But thank you, Des and Cherry. I really appreciate your participation.
Great trick.
Thank you.
Hi, Mike. Thanks very much. And would
you,
you
Kevin.
believe we're bringing Des back straight away? So, welcome back, Des.
Right, I'll put this down so you can see it. That was extraordinary because I showed this trick to Matt Damon.
Wow,
I think
that
I'm-
is
no,
great.
I know. You shouldn't name drop. Elton John told me that, but he liked it. And I don't know whether you've seen this one. Have you? Does that come out on there? Can you see it? I might have to stand up.
It's clear.
Yeah. So there we are. This is my favourite one. That's why I want to show it to you. It's only a small one. That's what I like about it because it's convenient. You can put this one in your pocket, so you always got it with you when you're out. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm out, I'm absolutely desperate for one, and I can't find one anywhere. So it's nice to know you've got one in the pocket. It's not my only one. I've got this one. This is my big one. Now, I'll be honest, when I was young, I always wanted a big one, but now I've got one. I hardly ever use it. This is my favorite one. I like the little one. That's my favorite one. I've got other ones. I've got the red one. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I've got another little one. I've got a spare because I like it so much. And sometimes if somebody wants to borrow one, I'll lend them this because I don't want to give them my favorite one. So I'll put my spare one down there. Now that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. That's my red one, and that's my big one. I was going to tell you about the red one. I've never used it because it's, you know, you take out a red one, people say, what's wrong with that? It looks as if it's got something wrong with it. It's red. But it was a really good salesman that sold me this. And he said, if I bought that one, it'd give me two. So that's like two for the price of one. That was like his words, where you buy one, you get one free. But I still don't know what I bought it for. Can you see that, I wonder? Anyway, that's it. This is Des King, News at 10, Open Mic Magic. Good night.
Excellent.
Great,
Thanks,
love
Ted.
it.
Fabulous. Loved it very much. Yeah, great. Okay, so from one Joker to another. Wayne Goodman. Come in, Wayne.
There we go. I thought I'd put this on for Christmas. Do it on my own then. Okay, I'm going to bring it down here because I want to show you two very quick tricks. And as it is Christmas and I'm wearing my Christmas bow tie, I thought I would show you this one. It is 4 cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a very, very, very quick Christmas trick. So as we're getting ready for Christmas, and one of my favorite things I used to do with my daughter when she was little was we'd go outside and we would make a snowman. Now I've got everything I need here to make a snowman. I've got a hat and a scarf, a couple of sticks, a carrot, and some stones. You can see them there, nice, beautiful. Look at all that stuff. The only thing I haven't got, let me just put these to the side to keep them ready. Before we can use those, we have to actually make the snowman. And so I told my daughter, you've got to roll up the snow, and we need 3, 1, 2, and 3 giant snowballs. So she rolled them all up and we piled them on top of each other, and she said, what are we going to do now? I said, well, now we're going to use the magic. And I clicked my fingers, and when we looked, you could see that the snowball had gone from this one, the snowball had gone from this one, the snowball had gone from this one, because when we turned around, the hat and the scarf and all the other bits were now all safely together on our snowman. Snow way, man. Check it out. Look at that. Amazing. There we go. A quick trick for Christmas to get us in the mood. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to do another trick for you. And for this, I need a couple of items. So the first thing I've got here is a dice. And to be fair, this is the first time I've done this one. And it's the one that I've been working on for a little while now. And I would need somebody here to help me. So I'm going to show you here. There's a 1. Let's go through them. A 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Okay, so this is a normal dice, and I've also got a little bowl here. I'm going to put this in here, and it can be shaken up. So that's a 2, and that's a 6, and that's a 3. And so it's different every time. It's random. So that's the first thing. The second thing I need is in here, and inside here I have 6 beautiful bullets. Now I'm going to take these bullets out, and I'm not going to put them in any, I didn't take them out the wrong way. I'm not going to put them in any particular order. I'm just going to place them here on the close-up mat in a row. So we'll put this one here. I'm just going to do it randomly. And again, if anybody was here, then they could choose where I put these. It makes no difference. Let me just move these along here like this. And I think I'll put the last one in here. Now I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put this over here, and I'm just going to move these back a little tiny bit. So we have 6 bullets. And one of the admins, one of the guys in charge, Kevin, or I need somebody, they don't need to come up on the screen, but just to say stop. So what I've got here is 6 numbered cards, and I'm going to mix these up, and then we're going to lay them out. So if you could just get anybody unmute themselves and just say stop, and I will stop. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to lay these out here. So this is number 1, this is number 5, this is number 3. Let me move it out. Wait a second. This is number 6, number 2, and number 4. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to mix up the dice, and we're going to eliminate one of these bullets at a time. Now there's one thing I didn't tell you about the bullets, and that is underneath the bullets there is a sticker. And on 5 of the stickers, they're blue, which means they're blanks. And one of them is red, and that's the one we want to avoid. That's the dangerous one. So let's get into next. Oh, nearly lost it onto the floor. And our first number is 2. Now I'm actually going to show you. This would now go into the gun and be fired at me, but it's a blue one, and I'm safe, luckily. Okay, let's try it again. And we can get rid of number 2 now. There we go. And we're doing it. And again, if somebody was here, they could mix these up. Number 6, and again, we'd load into the gun, but I can show you that I'm safe, and that is also a blue one. We're going to go again. We have number 2. We already had that one. Number 2 again. 4. Okay, number 4 goes into the gun and is shown to be completely safe. Now we're down to 3 bullets: 1, 5, and 3. Okay, so let's see what we get here. 1. Okay, and I'm safe. There's only 2 left to go. We need a 5 or a 3. It may take a couple of seconds, so I do apologize. 3. Okay, so there's 3. The last one. Now we've got 2 here. We're going to get rid of number 3. If this is the red one, then I am dead. If it's a blue one, I will accept all applause and generous donations of money or gifts or whatever you want to do. We're going to turn it around and you will see it is blue. I am completely safe. And just to show you the last one, I'm going to pick it up here. If you were here, you could pick it up and show you that it does in fact have a red sticker on the bottom, proving that I remain safe despite wearing this ridiculous bow tie. I did stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Terrific. Thanks, Wayne. I'm so glad you're safe, Wayne. God, you're worried there. Absolutely. I was quaking. Right. Just check the boards of Gatwick, and apparently flights to Iceland and back are now boarding, so we can move over to our favourite Icelander, Gunnar. Hi there, Gunnar.
Hello, Kevin. Boarded and landed. So I'm already there. Sorry for the technical problem, but everything is okay now. I'm wondering if John O'Riordan could help me a little bit, but I don't need him on the screen. I just need his voice.
Hello, Gunnar.
Hello. Can you help me, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. So I've got 4 cards here, and one of them is the 7 of clubs, and it's from a nice red deck. Another one is the 10 of hearts from the same deck. I've got this next one here, the 5 of diamonds from the same deck, and the 8 of spades from the same deck, all from the same deck. So if I put the 5 down here face down, and the 7 also face down, so you can see those 2 are here and the other 2 are on the other side.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to square them up, and I want you to say your favorite magic word, because this happens very quickly.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. So I turn them around, and they are already changed into the 4 aces. Thank you very much.
That's not. That's a beauty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, short and sweet. Thanks, Gunnar.
I told you it was a quick and effective one.
I was still sorting things on my desk here. Anyway, back to the show. Thanks, Gunnar. Terrific stuff, as always, to be expected from you. Okay, so from Iceland, a little bit of a hop over to California, and the man who you never know what's going to come, what's going to happen, what character is going to pop its head through the screen. Charles Schneider. Come in, Charles.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, and all of that to my good friends. How beautiful magic is for our lives. What would we do without it? Whew. It's like having the best puppy dog in the world. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Cheers, everybody. I don't even have to do anything, right? We could just stick all day. But let's get on with things. This is very lovely. Oh, shall I begin by telling my friends? Oh, I've got a box behind me. If you want, you maybe don't take your eyes off it. Or as I like to say, keep one eye on it and do whatever you want with the other eye. A box with a padlock. It's been, oh. Oh. Whoa. Well, that's convenient. A little key. What goes here? This is a wonderful old magical box. And as you can see, I've got some of the different pip symbols on here. All these different, they're almost like children's blocks. Oh, they're all good and mixed up here. Now, what I would like, do we have, for example, Robina? Robina, I've never asked you to help me with something before. Is there a chance I might?
Oh, absolutely. What can I do for you?
Oh, I'm so happy. I hope you're having a lovely day and month and everything in your life, my friend.
Certainly trying my best, yes.
Hey, tell me about it. I loved your work today.
Oh, well, thank you.
You look interplanetary. So we've got that lovely box. I just unpadlocked the little lock. And, oh, here we go. It's so strange. This is the truth. I was almost unable to find a deck of cards this morning. I could not believe it. This is the utter truth. I could only find this little Harry Potter deck, which I had to freshly crack open. And I like that the color of blue is very pretty.
Yes.
But honestly, I think that what it is that I've moved a lot of the magic out of the main area so that it becomes more focused. But nonetheless, we saw those all nice and mixed up and everything, and sitting up there on a little pedestal. Oh, there's some of those Harry Potter cards. I don't know the mythology so well myself, but I couldn't resist. I thought I would give them away, but so if I might ask, if my hands were, if we were there and such, I would simply do Robina. I would just ask you, I'll take some off the top. Is that enough, or shall I take? And we're going to determine something interesting and see if it can really come from a place of, I know that you're so filled with the heart and the love. Let's just see. Is that enough for you?
That's enough.
We're going to, that's enough here? Okay. We'll just take a look at the We'll take a look at the card you've cut to.
Mhm.
Whoop. Would you like to see?
Sure. Ah, one of my favorites.
Is it?
3 hearts.
Really?
Yes. Mhm.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I mean, that actually is that is very intriguing. Can I ask you honestly why? I mean, or is it just it resonates?
3 has always been my number because 3 is a number of stability. No matter which way you turn it, it's always right side up. And the hearts are the hearts.
Oh, Robina. Oh, also a tribute to those who are shepherding our show. Perhaps we could all of us watching now at this moment, share Robina's energy and say with me, we don't even have to say a magic word because it's already done. It's already been done. It was done before our birth, wasn't it? Let's just say all together, and so it is done. And so it is done.
Done.
And so
It is done. Well done.
thank you so much, Robina.
Oh, wonderful, Charles. Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Charles. And Robina for helping out. And apologies to Gunnar, who I've been pronouncing his name wrong for about the last 200 years. So hopefully I've got it right now. Right, moving down the list, staying in the USA, and to Lee Germain. Hi there, Lee.
Good evening, everybody. All those in the US and all those in the rest of the world. First of all, before I do anything, for those of us in the United States, I'd just like to say happy Thanksgiving. That's coming up tomorrow. And everybody else in the world that celebrates anything. What do you mean, Bill? Okay, I'm going to need to come. We're going to talk about something interesting tonight. At least I hope so. I am what is referred to in the mentalism world as an intuitive. And that's what our discussion is going to be tonight, intuition. And I'm going to need 2 people to help me. Nobody has to be on camera, but I would like to have the voice. And I'm thinking perhaps one might be Bruce, if he's willing to help me just by voice alone. Bruce, or can you hear me?
Sure. I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. And the other one is going to be a lady, and that's going to be Jill. Jill, would you be so kind as to help me? All right, thank you. I saw you on Bruce, how are you this evening? You doing pretty good?
Well, thanks. Yes.
Yes, good. And Jill's, how about you?
Absolutely fine. Been wrapping presents.
I'm sorry?
I've been wrapping presents.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Yes, we all celebrate that. Well, I'm Jewish, but the rest of us, you know what I mean. Right now, we're going to have a somewhat of a test. I am of the thinking that women's intuition is much stronger than men's. And that's why I asked Bruce and Jill to help me with this, because we're going to compare the two. Now, let me change cameras here real quick. And here we go. Boom. Okay. Now, I have here a pack of cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black cards. Matter of fact, I want to change my view. There we go. And on the backs of these cards, as you can see, there's all different colors. Now, the green was really neat because I have a green back. Okay. Also, in the white cards, as you can see, they're all different colors also. There's the same thing with that green being a brick shade. So what we're going to do tonight, and this is where the test is involved to see who has the stronger intuitive powers. Now, I'm going to mix these cards up a bit. I'm going to mix mine And I'm going to mix these up also. If you were here, I would let you guys mix the cards, but you're not here, so we're going to do it this way. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards just like so. And Bruce, I'm going to start with you. Which card would you like to place on top of this and see how close the match comes in the colors? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
4.
Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is going to go right on top of there. There we go. And you didn't do very well that time. As you can see, it's pink and red. All right, sorry about that. Bruce, could you give me another color? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
Number 2, 1, 2. That's this one. Let's see how, oh, you did good that time. Very good, very good. You got a match, okay, Bruce, 1, 2, or 3?
2 again.
2 again, okay. See how we did that time. And I'm sorry, we got pink and that didn't work. Okay, we have 1 and 2 left. Which one, 1 or 2?
2 again.
Number 2 again. Okay, we'll put that right there. And oh, we got another match. Very good, Bruce. So we got 2. And of course, this one's going to go here. And that means, oh, we got 3. 3 out of 5. That's very good. That's very good, Bruce. Now we're going to check those same things. And this time we're going to use Jill. Let me separate these first. So we're back to square one. And Jill, I really believe, you being a lady and all, your intuition is going to be much stronger than Bruce's. And we're going to mix my cards up a little bit. We're going to mix your cards up a little bit. So we don't know where what is anywhere. And the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, Jill, if you would, card, which one do you want to put on top here? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Place number 4. Okay. Place it right there. And let's see how you did. Oh, right off the bat, we got a match. Okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2. Number
2. Okay, that's this one right here. Let's see how you did, Jill, with number 2. And we have another match. That's 2 out of 2. That's pretty good so far. It's not looking good for you, Bruce, but that backs up my theory. Jill, 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Number 3. 1, 2, 3. That would be this one right here. And we did. We're looking real good.
Oh.
We have 2 left. 1 or 2? Which one, Jill?
1.
Number 1. Number 1. Let's see how we did. Number 1 is right there. We had the brick color.
I love those bricks.
And last but not least, of course, is this one. Sure enough, there we have all sets matched up by a woman who I knew had stronger intuitive powers than the men do. Excuse me very much. I'm losing my voice. Kevin, I think I caught it from you. Thank you all very much. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Lee.
Jill. Thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, Lee. Yeah. This cold is the gift that keeps on giving. Right. Okay. From the USA back to the UK and up the country to over the border to Scotland, which is still part of the UK at the moment. We'll see how things happen. Over to Scott. Scott Paton. Hi there, Scott.
Hello. So yes, it's very topical at the moment. But yes, we are still part of the UK at the moment. That's right. And I will need a little volunteer. I'm going to do something with alphabet cards, so using different letters. I see that Peter is in the audience. I don't know if Peter would mind coming on.
Hello.
Hello,
I've got
Peter.
the telly on, so
That's all right. You don't need to. It's all good. It's all good. So that's perfectly fine. So we've got a bunch of letter cards. So hopefully you'll be able to see that all the letters are different.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Excellent. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring it down to here so you can see the map, and we're going to give them a little mix up like this. We're going to get you to say a number. So number from, let's say, I don't know, 15 to maybe 30. So if you were just to say a number, what would it be?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's just say, for example, obviously you did 22 and that's perfect. But let's just say you did 27. All right? We would go like this. We would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now, this would give us 2 piles. And we would look at these piles to see if we could create words. So we would maybe take a few cards off the top and we would try and see if we could create words. And at the moment, you'll see that we can't really create words with these letters. And again, if we would take some of the cards from this pile and we'd also try and see if we could create words using them. But again, not much we can really create from that. So we're going to start from a random situation by cutting the cards into 3 piles, giving them a couple of cuts, and we'll give them a little mix like this. Now, you said the number 27, correct? 22, sorry, yes. So if you were here, I would hand you the pack over and you would deal 22 cards. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22. Is that fair? So we now have, again, 2 piles that we've stopped on. And you could have said any number here. You said 22. The weird thing is, if we take a card from each of these piles, you'll see that actually, so you've got a P, we've got an E, we've got a T, we've got an E, and we've got an R, which spells Peter. So that's pretty good from that pile. And if we look at the second pile, we get an N, we get an A, we get an R, we get a D, and we get an I. So that would be Peter Nardi. So yeah, perfect thing. Everything else is random. But managed to find your own name. So well done, Peter. Thank you very much.
Great, mate. Really good.
Thank you very much. Back to yourself, Kevin.
Thanks, Scott, and thanks, Peter, for popping in. You're gonna have to excuse my my voice, which is rapidly deteriorating. So I'm gonna try and end the show off with a quick little trick. And let's just find some. In fact, our favorite non-magician who supports us absolutely wonderfully every week, Jill. Jill, do you want to come and help me?
Hello.
Yeah, hi there, Jill.
You still sound sexy.
Oh, I'll have to have a perpetual cold then. Jill, you may have noticed, I mean, I don't know if anyone else out there has noticed, but there's some sort of football competition going on at the moment. Yeah. Seems to be a lot of countries around the world all playing kickball or whatever. And I'm going to mute myself for a second. Thank goodness for the mute button. So I thought I would dig something out that I dig out every 4 years for the World Cup. So let me just see which camera is the best one. We'll use this camera to start with, and we'll probably move around to it. So Jill, as always, pack of cards. No jokers in it this week, so no jokers to take out. And give them a little mix up. You happy with that, or do you want me to do that again?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. You're far too trusting, Jill. And what I have here is these are really old. He used to get these in the old days when they were allowed to give things away with cigarettes to make them attractive. They used to give away these cigarette cards, and these ones that I found in the bottom drawer of my dad in his room when I was sort of sneaked in there to look through his stuff, because he always had interesting things in his drawers. And there were these. These were old football cards, and I don't know if you know the concept of football cards. They had a player on them, and then a bio on the back telling you all about that particular player. And these are really interesting because probably this is from many moons ago, and these have all been consigned to history, and people never even heard of some of these people. From Hungary, we've got a gentleman, Frederick Sado, Portugal, João Augusto, Bulgaria, Bogdan Petrov. The Soviet, this is an interesting one, the Soviet Union. Of course, there is no Soviet Union now. We've got Russia, but thank you, Martin. Ah, dear. Right. The Duffy jokes are coming thick and fast. So the Soviet Union, there would be Russia now, but back then in the day, we had the Soviet Union. Italy, Romano, France, Etienne, Brazil, Carlos, Switzerland, Luca, West Germany, Jürgen. There is one interesting player here, which is the gentleman from Bulgaria. His name is, as you can see there, Bogdan Petrov. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about our friend Bogdan and explain why I think he's such an interesting player. In fact, what we'll do is, as I said, on the back of the cards, yeah, on the back of all the cards, they have the bios, and I don't know if you can see that. You can see Bogdan there. Okay, we'll just, in fact, if I put those down and just hold Bogdan up there, you can see he was a centre half. And there's a really interesting thing there. He's also a keen amateur magician. I don't know if you can see that down there.
Oh.
So Bogdan was a keen amateur magician, and just trying to hold this way. Oh, there we go. There we can see him. We will put Bogdan over there for the moment, and we'll try and get Bogdan to help us with a trick, Jill.
Okay.
So the first thing to do is the usual. I will flick through the cards. You will say stop, and we will select a card. Okay.
Stop.
Stop there. Okay, Jill. So there's your card. Now I'm going to look away because I don't want to influence Bogdan by having seen this. Okay. So if I'm going to turn this up and get you to look at it, and I'm going to look away and cover my eyes. There. Can you see it?
I can.
You can see the card, and you'll remember it. Yeah.
I will.
Okay. Okay. And Jill, I'm just going to drop it into the pack somewhere, and then give them a mix. Give it a real sloppy mix so it could absolutely go absolutely anywhere. And Bogdan will now, with your help, so you're going to be Bogdan's hands. I'm going to hold the pack of cards, and I will move Bogdan up and down the side of the pack like that. And you just see if you can channel Bogdan and see if Bogdan can find your card. So just say stop whenever you feel.
Stop.
There. Okay, so that's there. We can move it further down or further up.
No.
Yeah, that's where you want it to be.
I'm feeling firm tonight.
You're feeling right. So we've got two chances, because it could be the one there or it could be the one above. So Jill, don't say, but let's just see. Let me see if Bogdan has found your card. The Jack of Spades. Ta-da! No. Okay. Bogdan, we'll give you another go, Bogdan. This one here, do you think it will be the Ace of Hearts? Is he even close?
No, he's failed.
He failed miserably.
Hmm.
Well, I did say he's only an amateur magician, Jill.
Right.
So, Jill, if you could just talk to Bogdan and just tell him off and tell him that he's not been a very good magician tonight.
Must try harder.
You must try harder. I'll just say it straight to his face, Jill.
You must try harder. Good grief.
Well done, Bogdan.
On his third try, though.
Yeah, he did have 3 goes at it.
And it'd be
Thanks a
no
lot.
good on penalties.
Thanks a lot, Jill. And
Thank you.
thanks a lot to everybody who's been with us tonight. Robina, Mike Shaw, Des King, Wayne Goodman, Gunnar, Charles Schneider, Lee Germain, Scott Paton, and myself, Kevin Peel. To all of you out there, good night. And to our American friends, happy Thanksgiving. And to everybody else, see you again next week. Oh, bye-bye Facebook, by the way. We'll just, we need to say goodbye to you. And we will fix the stream like that. And it's gone.